Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your Rangers News Bulletin this Wednesday, the 28th of May. I hope you're all doing well, whatever you are up to. Plenty of news stories to get our teeth stuck into. Before we do that, you know the drill by now. A quick word for our podcast sponsors, S1 Jobs. If you're looking to upload your CV today, folks, then make sure you upload it to S1 Jobs. There are thousands of jobs across Glasgow, Edinburgh, and the surrounding areas. You'll find the one at S1 Jobs. Right, we'll kick off with the managerial search. It's still ongoing. Rangers looking to appoint the new head coach, and Davide Ancelotti back in the news because his father has given an interview to Sky after becoming boss of the Brazilian national team. And he confirmed in his press conference that Davide never got on the flight with him over to Brazil because he was speaking to clubs about taking over as a head coach himself. And in that interview with Sky, he said Davide is thinking what to do for the future. He is in talks with other clubs to try to be the first coach. He knows if he doesn't find another opportunity, he will be here with me. So, that is what Carlo had to say about his son. He has been linked with a number of clubs across Europe, but heavily linked with the role at Rangers, and he is keen on the position as well. Whether he becomes Rangers head coach or not remains to be seen, but it is clear that he is someone that the Rangers hierarchy have been speaking to, and he certainly fancies the position. So, if we hear of anything, as we always say, folks, you'll be the first to know with regards to that. Just staying on the topic of Davide Ancelotti, Chris Boyd has been speaking about the possibility of the Italian getting the role permanently. And he has concerns. Does Boydie? He said, for me, the biggest reason Ancelotti is being considered is his surname and the fact Dad Carlo is one of the most successful managers ever. He was speaking to the Scottish Sun, and he added, that's all well and good. Ancelotti Jr. has worked at some of the world's elite clubs as part of his dad's staff, but I'm not sure that qualifies him for a job like Rangers. If we were just talking about someone not called Ancelotti, I don't think there would be this clamour for him. I respect the fact he's coached at a high level, but it would be a massive gamble to name him the next manager of Rangers because he's untested. We're talking about someone who has zero understanding of Scottish football, so it would be asking a huge amount of him to adapt to the culture instantly. It's tough. I just think it would be a monumental risk. But I also appreciate there are examples of coaches who have left clubs to go their own way, like Enzo Maresca and Mikel Arteta. But then I suppose there was also Michael Beale. So that is what Chris Boyd had to say on the prospect of Davide Ancelotti becoming the next Rangers boss. How do you feel about that, folks? Do you agree with Chris Boyd? Do you have reservations about the possibility of Ancelotti becoming the main man? Do let us know in the comments. Moving on from that, a bit of off-field news. If you are a season ticket holder in the Copland Road stand, you may have had notice of further construction work which is taking place this coming summer. Now, an email has recently been sent to supporters that outlined the extent of the works. It reads, we acknowledge the frustration and inconvenience you have experienced in the Copland Rear following the building works in summer 2024. We understand this has impacted your matchday experience and we sincerely apologise for the disruption. As part of the Copland stand development and to improve the matchday experience, it is intended that specialist glass barriers will replace the current metal barriers in front of row A in the Copland Rear next season. The precise timing of this installation is subject to local authority approvals and the fixture calendar. We will provide confirmation of the timings for this in due course. In addition, work has commenced on the installation of additional toilet facilities in the Copland Rear and are expected to be completed ahead of season 2025-26. While these are positive steps to address the issue supporters faced recently, additional work will continue through the season to improve the overall stand and the concourse. So, yeah, interesting stuff there with regards to the stand and construction work still taking place. Let's hope that supporters won't be inconvenienced too much with regards to that. But you may have got an email, folks, if you are affected, if you sit in the Copland Road stand. Moving on to transfer news, and that guy there is someone I think many Rangers supporters would love to see back at Ibrox. It certainly doesn't look like it will be the case. Trabzonspor, according to reports in Turkey, have opened talks with Czerny's club Wolfsburg about a potential £9 million move. So they are very keen on Czerny and have already started talks with the club. Their manager, Fatih Tekke, has identified Czerny as his #1 target for the new season. Pretty disappointing campaign for Trabzonspor, of course, where John Lundstrom and Bona Barisic play. They ended up finishing in 7th place in the Turkish league, and they were also thrashed in the Turkish Cup final by Galatasaray. So, looks like Czerny will certainly be on his way to another club this summer, and Trabzonspor certainly keen on adding him to their ranks. So that is just some of the Rangers news doing the rounds. You also may have seen, we were speaking about this on the show this morning, Narisho Kashinwiro, who departed after his loan spell. Rangers had an option to buy from Feyenoord in the summer, but he wrote on his Instagram page, "Wore the shirt with pride, even when injury kept me off the pitch. Thank you for the trust, support and memories, Rangers family." So Narisho Kashinwiro certainly looks to be heading to pastures new as well. I very much doubt that he'll be part of Feyenoord's squad next season. And said it on the show this morning. I was pretty impressed every time I seen him in a Rangers shirt. If the Rangers could have struck another deal with Feyenoord, perhaps another loan agreement, then I think I would be all over that, I've got to say. But it doesn't look like that is going to materialise. Right, that's just some of the stories doing the rounds today, folks. Tomorrow morning, just a heads up, Johnny will be joining me on the show, 9:30. He's not been on for a while. He's been on holiday. So it'll be interesting to see what hot takes he has tomorrow. Brace yourself for that. Back 9:30 tomorrow. Unless there's any breaking news to come, myself and Chris will jump on a bit of an emergency briefing, but we're not expecting anything this afternoon. So we'll chat again tomorrow. Enjoy your Wednesday afternoon and evening, whatever you are doing, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.